Hi Sunshines! Join me for this next 30 minutes as we do some relaxing and grounding yoga flow. This yoga flow is great for all levels, whether you are a more beginner or more advanced. This flow is designed to be very relaxing and grounding. So we will be on the floor for all of these stretches, and a lot of these stretches we will be holding for longer periods of time. And so we will be utilizing our long, deep breathing as we move through this yoga flow. So if you are going to be joining us today, grab some comfortable clothes that you can stretch out in, somewhere that you can stretch out, either on the floor, on a yoga mat or a rug, or on your bed or the couch, whatever feels good for you. And don't forget to grab some water. Stay hydrated, everybody. So important that we stay hydrated. And then at the end, I will be doing a Kuan Yin oracle card reading just to see what the goddess has to share with us today and is inspiring us to think about today. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm Ashlee Sunshine. And it's truly such an honor to be here with you all here on TikTok Live on this beautiful Tuesday, April 1st. We are beginning a new month. That is a new chance to start fresh and clean as we head into this new month. And so we will be starting with a short guided meditation, a little bit of breath work, some intention setting, and then we'll get into some stretching. So finding that nice, comfortable seated position, we're going to just start an easy pose. Sitting with a nice straight spine, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to place the hands either on the knees. You can have them palm facing down, palm facing up in a mudra. Gyan mudra is popular. Anything that you would like to do to get comfortable in this moment. And I invite you to close your eyes, you don't have to, or gaze at the ground. Relax that tongue away from the roof of the mouth to rest on the back of the teeth. And we're going to just start with taking 3 big, deep breaths together. And as we inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, I invite you to envision on the inhale just fresh life, fresh oxygen coming into the body, filling up the body, and then as we exhale, letting go of any stresses, worries, or anxieties, fears, any stagnant air or energy that we just want to rid ourselves of and no longer be a part of. So let's begin. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last time, and inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And now just returning to normal breathing. As we enter into this time together, I invite you to set an intention whenever you're feeling called to. I would just like to dedicate this time to being present in the here and now for everybody that is here watching or is going to be joining us. Just being present, which can already just be so challenging in and of itself, but not worrying about what we have to do after this, what's going on outside this room, what happened in the past, just being here in the now, using our senses and our sensations to drop us into the now, which is all that matters is right now. Thank you, everybody, for joining. It is truly an honor to be here with you all. Just a reminder that all of these yoga flows do get recorded and posted to our YouTube channel, as well as the Sunshine community subscription on our website, sunshineparadiseretreat.com, for an ad-free experience. And you can find all those links here in our bio. All right, thanks for joining, everybody. Let's get into some stretching. So we're just going to start here. Hi. In our comfortable seated position, and we're just going to begin with some gentle rocking. As you know, I love starting yoga flows with this gentle rocking. It's just a great way to get our bodies moving and flowing. So you can place the hands on the ankles or on the knees, inhaling as we come forward and exhaling as we come back. Moving as fast or as slow as you'd like. This yoga flow specifically, and most types of yoga, I would say, is all about your internal journey. So it is about going in and just noticing what is there for you, finding deeper aspects of ourself through stretching, through breathing, through meditating, and observing any thoughts that come and go without judgment or labels. Our bodies can hold on to such emotion and feelings and trauma, and so when we move and we focus on certain emotions or feelings or things that arise, especially in certain parts of our bodies, certain thoughts may arise and emotions, and that is how we can release trauma and negative feelings and emotions through movement, through breathing, through observing. Because if you don't discover and move that trauma, it can turn into illness and sickness and can cause diseases and blocks in your energy flow, your abundance, your well-being, stopping you from aligning with your highest self. So that's why we do that. All right, we're gonna flip those legs. So now the left leg's in front, and just continue that moving, inhaling as we come forward, exhaling as we come back. Hi everybody, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for being here. Trying to get a consistent schedule again here. These next couple of weeks, I'm trying really hard to get a consistent schedule on here, but it is gonna be a little bit challenging because I am moving, in the process of moving. So the schedule's kind of gonna be all over the place for the next couple of weeks until I settle into my new place and then get a little more grounded with timings on here. Coming back to center, we're gonna flip those legs again, and now we're gonna rotate in a circular direction. So holding onto those knees, inhaling as we come forward and exhaling as we come back and around. Just a few more times. And coming back to center, we're gonna flip those legs again and now rotate the other direction. So, and now we're going left. We were going right before, if you're following along. Just a couple more times. Hello everyone, blessings to you on this beautiful day. And coming back to center. And we're gonna come onto our hands and our knees, coming into tabletop. We're gonna do a little wrist stretching here. So we're gonna start with our hands straight and just shift forward a little bit. Take a breath. And now move them out, fingers outside, and just rotate side to side here. And now fingers facing back, just bringing the weight slightly back to stretch the wrists. And inwards, fingers inwards, and rotate side to side. Starting back at the front, we're gonna flip the palms so that they're facing up. And now out, facing out. And facing back towards us. And facing in, last time. Great job, everybody. Okay, and coming back onto those wrists. We're gonna sit back in our heels and we're just going to do some finger stretching here. So this is gonna be great if you have arthritis in your fingers. So we're gonna start with the hands up and we're just gonna do this for about 30 seconds. So hands are gonna come up, reach up, spread all 10 fingers wide, and we're just going to close the hands and open them. This is great for if you're texting on your phone all day or like you work on your phone all day. I know sometimes my hand starts to cramp. So this can be really good. We lift it up to get the blood flowing away from the fingers, and just try to do it as fast as you can. I know like my arms are already getting tired. It's okay. We'll just do it a little bit longer. You can do it. Deep breathing. Okay, and relax. And we're gonna shake them out now. Shake out the hands and shake out the energy. Okay, coming back into tabletop. We're gonna move through some cat-cow flows, some more spinal flexibility and mobility. Stretching here. So inhale for cow, gaze up, belly down. Exhale for cat, pull the belly in, tuck the chin into the chest. Ooh, back just cracked like crazy. Okay, inhale for cow, exhale for cat. Moving at your own flow here. Flowing breath to movement as fast or as slow as you'd like. Coming back to tabletop, and now we're gonna rotate side to side. So big circular motions to the right. Inhaling as we come up, exhaling as we come down and around to the right. And now rotate the other direction. We're going left now. Coming back to tabletop, and now we're gonna move back to front. So inhaling as we come back, exhaling as we come forward. Coming back through child's pose. Nice big circles here. And the other direction. And coming back to tabletop. Beautiful. Take a deep breath here. Inhale through the nose. On the exhale, we're gonna flip the toes, send the hips up, downward facing dog, pedal out those legs left and right to get a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth or the nose. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale, bring that right leg through. We're gonna come into a lunge. Keep the back knee lifted to start. Thanks, Rhett. Hi. Dropping that back knee down, we're gonna come into a low lunge. Flip that back foot so that the toes are facing the ground. We can bring the hand onto the knee to open up this hip to get a deeper stretch. Dropping the hand back down to the ground. We're gonna keep the weight, bring the weight into the left knee as we stretch this right foot out, flex that right foot towards the head, drop the chest over the thigh. Deep breathing here. Lunge back into that front knee as we bring the right arm up, grab that foot behind and pull the foot behind as we lunge forward. Release that back foot nice and easy, and we are going to slide into the splits today if you want to, or you can just hang out in that lunge. We'll be here just a little bit longer. You can do it. Just hold it. Just hold it. And falling out nice and easy onto that right leg. Or if you're in lunge, come meet us in pigeon. We're gonna bend this right knee so the right knee comes to the right wrist. Check to make sure on the left here that your toes, ankle, and knee are in one line. Inhale to find length, lift the chest up. Exhale, coming into sleeping pigeon, dropping down onto the elbows. Reminder, this is a hip opener, so motions may flow, and that's okay. They're supposed to. If you want to try mermaid pose with me, you don't have to. We're going to lift up the chest, and for mermaid pose, we're going to bend this left knee towards us, left foot towards us, and we're going to hook this hand around the elbow as we lift the right arm up to grab the hands, if you can see, the hand behind the head. Gently release that leg. All right, great job, everybody. We're gonna flip those back toes. Inhale, right leg high. Shake it out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs left and right, left and right. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth of the nose. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, left foot comes into a lunge. Keep that back knee lifted. Dropping that back knee down on the ground. Flip those back toes, coming into a low lunge. Bringing the hand onto the knee. We can open this hip up to get a deeper stretch. We're gonna bring our weight into that right knee. Kick the left foot out, flex the left foot towards the head. Hi, Rick. Thanks for joining us. Inhale and exhale as we drop the chest over the leg. We're gonna recommit to that bend in the front knee as we bring the left arm back. We're gonna grab the right foot behind and pull that foot towards us as we lunge forward. Dropping that back leg down, nice and easy. Option to stay in this low lunge or slide into the splits with me. Continuing to focus on the breathing. Dropping onto that left hip, we're gonna bend this left knee, bringing the left knee to the left wrist. Inhale, lift the chest up, find length. Checking to make sure that the right toes, ankle, and knee are in one line. On the next exhale, dropping down into sleeping pigeon. Coming onto the elbows. Lifting that chest up. Option to stay here in pigeon, or if you want to try, got a mermaid pose with me again on this side. We're gonna just bend this leg behind, hook it around the elbow, left arm comes up, interlace behind the head. This is mermaid. Release that foot nice and easy. We're gonna flip those back toes. Inhale the left leg high, shake it out. Exhale, downward dog. Gazing at your hands, walk the feet to meet in the hands. We're gonna bring the feet out about hip width distance apart or mat width distance apart. As we exhale, coming down into frog pose or yogi squat. The hands can come into prayer here or on the ground and just rotate side to side. This is gonna stretch our inner thighs, groin, hips. Continuing that deep breathing. Dropping down into butterfly. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet together, open those knees nice and wide. And perfect time for some foot massage. Give those feet some love by pressing the thumbs into the feet. Get us grounded. Inhale, lift that chest up. Exhale, drop that chest over the legs. Hi, thank you, Jazzy, for that cute dog that just came across the screen. So cute. Hi, Nelson. Inhale, lift the chest away from the thighs. We're gonna close those legs and we're gonna actually come onto the hands and knees for frog pose, one of my favorite hip openers here. Okay, we're gonna come onto the elbows as we open up those legs nice and wide. Just keep breathing. If it ever becomes pinching, pull out, but stretching is good. So it's all about finding that balance. You don't want to overstretch yourself, but stretching is good. Okay, coming onto the hands, let's walk those legs together. Sitting back in the heels, we're gonna do some more foot yoga. Everyone, hello. Okay, so we're seated here on our heels and we're just gonna shift forward and we're gonna come onto our toes and sit back on the heels, and this is gonna stretch our soles. Great if you wear high heels or just have maybe some plantar fasciitis. And coming back onto the feet there, and we're just gonna do a little ankle stretch here. So We're gonna shift our weight back into our hands behind us as we lift the knees up. You can rock back and forth. It's gonna stretch the ankles. Just do it a couple times. Coming back to rest on those knees. We're gonna come onto our booties again. And okay, let me see what we have time for. We have time for some stuff. Let's do a little arm stretching. So we're gonna bring the right arm over and pulling with the left. Rick says, do you want galaxies? What do you mean? Do I want galaxies? Please elaborate. And now switch hands. Left arm comes over, pulling with the right. Ooh, fancy. I see what you mean. I like that. It's like a effect. That's cool. I like it. Put me in the galaxy. All right, right arm comes up and over. We're gonna pull the right elbow down with that left hand. And now switch, left elbow pulling down with the right hand. And release your hands. Okay, cow facing pose. Left leg underneath, right leg on top. We're gonna stack these knees in one line. Inhale here, lift the chest. Exhale as we drop the chest over the legs, coming to rest on the elbows or wherever you can. If you can't get down onto the elbows, that's okay. That's okay. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be today. Just remember that, everybody. Be grateful for wherever you are in your journey, no matter how hard or complicated or hard or struggling it is. We must be grateful. Inhale, lift that chest up, and now switch the legs. So right leg underneath, left leg on top, stacking those knees in one line. Inhale, lift the chest here. Exhale, dropping down over the legs. Inhale, lift that chest up and unstack those legs. Okay, we're gonna do a lying down spinal twist here for our last couple stretches. So, okay, how did I have this last time? I think I just had this like here. Okay, so we're gonna do a seated spinal twist. I'm trying to make sure you get a good angle here. Okay, so we're gonna hug the right knee into the chest. The left leg is gonna be straight out. Flex the left foot so that your whole leg is on the ground. You're gonna bring this knee into the chest, avoid the rib cage. You can even do a little ankle stretch here, rolling out the ankle. Take a deep breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale as we bring the right leg over the left side body and gaze to the right for spinal twist. Coming back, bring that knee into the chest, and now we're gonna switch. So right leg comes out, flex the right foot so that the whole leg is on the ground. Inhale the left knee into the chest, avoid the rib cage by pulling into the left armpit, and you can roll out this ankle again here, right and left in circles if that feels good. On the next exhale, we're gonna bring this left leg over the right for spinal twist and bring it to rest on the ground. Gaze to the left. unwind. Hug that knee into the chest one more time and release that leg. We're gonna come over onto our side in a fetal position and lift ourselves up, coming back into a seated position for our last stretch here. We are going to be doing a seated forward fold for our last stretch here. So we're gonna kick the feet out in front of us, flex the feet towards the face. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach for the toes. Peace finger those big toes, pressing the thumbs into the big toenails to activate those acupressure points. Inhale to find the length. Exhale to pull into yourself. Try to get your head to touch your toes. Release the feet and point your toes. Now reach for the toes. A little more, a little further. You can do it. And relax. Option to come down into Shavasana for final relaxation as I read this oracle card reading, or you can come to sit in a nice, comfortable seated position, whatever feels good for you. And we are just gonna ask for the guidance of the goddess Kuan Yin. She's part of the, I believe it's Buddhist or Chinese tradition. So let's just see what she has to say for us today. This reading is for everybody that is on this live today. And whatever she has to say to us today, any inspirations or reflections. Okay, a bunch of them fell out, so we'll just do the one that I found first. Shining Lotus. So I'll read a little bit about it. Here's the pretty image of her. She looks beautiful. Of course, she's gorgeous. Okay. 26. Let's see. Here is our message from the beloved Kuan Yin today. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so you feel empowered enough to share thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge by another. At other times, we benefit ourselves and others by taking a risk and allowing the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. Have you been hiding in the spiritual closet, beloved? Sometimes it makes sense to avoid sharing your thoughts and feelings about spiritual beliefs and other personal matters until they are clearer in your own mind. However, there are also times when hiding your deepest truths away from the world will no longer protect you, but actually hold you back from living your divine destiny, shining the lotus light of your own soul and walking your path in the world. This does not mean that you have to make a grand announcement unless that is what is in your heart, but it does suggest that there is something within you that you could share with another or be more open about in your life more generally. It might be a talk with a loved one about some significant feelings that you've been kept to yourself, or beginning to be more open about your beliefs and your abilities. Once you put your energy into the world, you magnetically attract like-minded souls into your life, which will then encourage you to share yourself even more. Don't worry if there are those that seem to be challenged or threatened by your beliefs. They don't have to have the same beliefs as you. For you and them to be safe and loved. And on the spiritual path, which is unique for all of us, you and others can benefit greatly from you staying true to your heart and at the same time being open to the fact that they will have their own truths that may differ from yours. And that is just the way it is. You don't have to convince others or be convinced of anything yourself. All you need to do is listen to your own heart. If there is something that you've been holding within, you are guided to listen to your heart for the right time. And the best way to share truths, shine openly, beloved. Be gentle with yourself and know that you have a right to be here on this planet in your own truth, and that no matter what the response, whether a response of affirmation and love or a response of discomfort, your truth serves the greater good. Trust in the strength of this lotus light shining. It is more powerful than fear or doubt. It will light your way more deeply onto your spiritual path of peace, purpose, and power. So Thanks, Rick. I hope that resonated with you in some way. If it didn't, then it didn't, and leave it. Thank you, everybody that joined for our live yoga and oracle card reading today on TikTok Live. We're here every day for TikTok Live yoga. The timing is a little all over the place right now, but I'm trying to get a set schedule going. Right now, 5 p.m. Pacific time has been feeling good, so we'll try to stick to this for a while. As always, please refer to the calendar on our TikTok page events, because that will have the most updated times as possible. And also a reminder that all of these lives do get recorded and posted to our YouTube channel, as well as to the Sunshine community subscription for an ad-free experience on our website, sunshineparadiseretreat.com. You can find all those links in our bio. Thank you, everyone. May you have a beautiful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. It is such a blessing and honor to connect with you and to be able to share this practice with you. The Divine Light in me honors, sees, and respects the Divine Light in you. Namaste. See you next time.